Good morning, and thank you for being here. My name is Will Kimball, and I'm the Acting Special Agent in charge of the Drug Enforcement Administration in Houston, Texas. In late 2023, our DEA Overdose Task Force began investigating the death of 27-year-old Jade Taylor Marie Youngblood, who died from acute fentanyl poisoning. The facts of this investigation are appalling because the suspect isn't a stranger, but rather the victim's father, 46-year-old Joshua Youngblood. In 2023, on Thanksgiving Day, a day where most families get together to give thanks, Youngblood had other plans. Our investigation reveals that those plans involved drugging his daughter and her friend so that he could later take advantage of his daughter's friend. Our investigation shows that Youngblood gave both his daughter and her friend fentanyl. While the daughter was gradually dying from fentanyl, Youngblood proceeded to sexually assault his daughter's friend, who was also under the influence of fentanyl at the time. This case is extremely, extremely disheartening because it goes against all decency. Joshua Youngblood did the unthinkable to his daughter. Today, after a thorough investigation by our DEA Houston Division Overdose Task Force, Jade's family, who's here with us today, will finally receive some closure. Josh Youngblood has been charged with murder by fentanyl delivery and aggravated sexual assault. I want to thank our local partners, the Harris County Sheriff's Office and the Harris County District Attorney's Office for their assistance in this investigation. Also, we want to provide our deepest sympathies to Jade's family, and we hope that you have some peace knowing that Mr. Youngblood will have his day in court. With that, I would like to introduce Jade's mother, Bernice Hawkins, to provide a few words.
Good morning. I just want to say again, thank you for everything, for not letting the case die with his lies, but to keep pursuing. And so he was caught. I can't even express the gratitude I have. And more than that, I can't express the hole that's in our lives now with the loss of Jade. She was a light to everybody. She loved everybody. She wanted family to be family. She was doing everything she could to mend the relationship between her half-brother and Josh, her father, that day. But her life was taken. Anyone who knows Jade, you know the joy that she brought. You know that if you needed anything from her, she would give you literally the shirt off her back. She loved people, she loved family, she loved kids, she was everybody's favorite TT. And this is something we'll never get back. She'll never see her niece. And to Josh, you are a vile person. This is a heinous crime. Jade loved you, and you took her from us. And for that, I hope you pay with your life.
With that, I'll pass to Harris County District Attorney First Assistant Chandler Rain.
Good morning. My name is Chandler Rain. I'm the First Assistant District Attorney at the Harris County District Attorney's Office. And I just want to start by expressing my condolences to you and to your family for the just heartbreaking loss that you all have been through. And the strength that you all have shown to be here is so impressive, not just to me, but I know to all of us here who are here to support you all as well. So thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
I want to give you all some of the details about the offenses that have been charged by this defendant. There are 2 pending cases out of this transaction, 1 pending case that was charged before this case occurred. The 3 offenses, the first one was felon in possession of a firearm. The other 2 offenses, as the special agent in charge just told you all, are first-degree murder by fentanyl delivery, and then the second-degree sexual assault of the other individual who was there at that apartment. This is exactly why the legislature in 2023 gave us the amendment to 1902B of the Texas Penal Code to allow for us to go after individuals and to charge them not with delivery causing death, but with murder. When individuals make the choice, the knowing choice of delivering fentanyl to other individuals for them to consume and to ingest. The cases are currently pending in the 179th Criminal District Court. We're going to have prosecutors from our Major Narcotics Division who are assigned to the court who help investigate these types of cases along with the DEA and the task force. And ultimately, this is such a showing of the collaboration that law enforcement has for families exactly like this, because no one should receive a death sentence because of their choice to use something one day. No one. And Jade did not deserve this. And so we're going to continue to work with our partners in law enforcement and to work with you all as we proceed through the court process as well. At this point, I'm going to pass it off to Harris County Chief Deputy Tommy Diaz.
Thanks, Chairman. Good morning. My name is Tommy Diaz. I'm the Chief Deputy of the Harris County Sheriff's Office. Our hearts are all aching, and they have been, as this case has progressed for you and your family, for the victims. Obviously, there's an indelible mark, that unfillable void that's there. And I'm especially inspired by your courage and your bravery and your willingness to stand up here with us and help us fight this scourge. So thank y'all very much. Thank all of y'all for standing up here and speaking on behalf of those that don't have a voice anymore. So thank y'all. I'd also like to thank the special agent in charge and the first assistant for being incredible partners on this case in particular, as we've navigated the new crime that exists. So in 2023, as first assistant, advised, it didn't exist. It does now, and so it took a little bit to understand how to prosecute a case like this. So through y'all's leadership, y'all's guidance, y'all have helped us get to this point. So hats off to the District Attorney's Office. I'd especially like to recognize the Harris County Sheriff's Office detective and his team that works here at the DEA task force that gave hours and hours and hours of their time to this particular case. We were briefed on it regularly because at the highest levels, because of its importance and its level of vulgarity. And so hats off to that team. It starts off in the patrol district. So right, that's where it started out in West Harris County. Patrol deputies responded, and it led to a multi-agency case that involved federal resources, the Institute of Forensic Science, and finally the District Attorney's Office. So the message is we are all collaborating, we're all cooperating, we're going to prosecute these cases through the District Attorney Tier's office or whatever conduit we have. We're dedicated to keeping the county safe, and with our partnership through these folks, we know we're going to be successful. So thank y'all for helping us. Thank y'all for leading the charge and never letting us forget. We know y'all were plugged in this whole time, so thank y'all very much, and thank y'all.
With that, we'll take some questions.
Chairman, since this is a relatively new charge, are there any numbers you can give us on how frequently you file these charges at the DA's office since the passage of House Bill 6?
Yes, ma'am. So since this became law, we've had about 6 different cases that have been filed. There are 4 current pending cases. And as you can imagine, anytime there's an overdose death, one of the things that we want to do is make sure that we're investigating in collaboration with law enforcement to determine whether or not we can bring charges. Yes, ma'am.
Steve, can anyone speak on the scourge of fentanyl in this community and any latest data?
We can talk about the overdose task force.
I will say, thankfully, as a nation, we are seeing numbers go down slightly. We still see a significant amount of fentanyl being transited across the U.S.-Mexican border. The cartels are still producing fentanyl at a high rate, and unfortunately in our communities, there's very few places that you can't find fentanyl. In this case, it was powdered fentanyl, which sometimes the users think it's cocaine or something else, and they don't even know that it's fentanyl.
Can you speak about the very odd, specific circumstance of this case? Usually, in these other cases, I assume you're dealing with maybe dealers or who may not have an intent beyond selling someone drugs. Just how unusual the circumstance is with a dad and a daughter.
I will say that any of these cases are terrible. This is it's extremely heinous. It's just something that's beyond our comprehension as law enforcement that someone would do this to a family member. Specifically, how it happened, it's something that's very terrible for us. And our investigative teams and with the Harris County Sheriff's Office, we spent hours dissecting this case because we wanted to make sure the family got closure.